What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be previewing Port Adelaide's Round 6 clash against St Kilda this Sunday night at 6 p.m. at the Adelaide Oval. It's ANZAC Round, a very special round for all of the AFL and a very close special round for Port Adelaide as well, for the Peter Badco medal to be played on Sunday night as well. And it's a massive game, my favourite round of the year to be a part of, and I'm so grateful and happy that Port Adelaide continually request for a home game for this round, because it is special and it is such a great atmosphere when you're there as well. So let's get straight into this preview of round 6, Port Adelaide versus St Kilda. It's going to be a beauty. Wow, Woody, let me tell you, there has been so much news in the past week since we released the review of Port Adelaide Carlton last week, and to be honest, it's a lot to take in. There's been a positive and a negative just come out today, even with the positive 100% capacity at the showdown in round 8 on May the 8th. So that is huge news for the showdown. It's going to be a massive day, that one. Double header as well, with the Maggies taking on the Crows SANFL side as well. So that's going to be a massive day of Port Adelaide and Adelaide action at the Adelaide Oval. But that's for a couple of weeks away. We're going to focus on this week, Port Adelaide St Kilda, ANZAC Round, a special round as I mentioned in the intro. And a couple of injury news to come out of this week already, with Lockie Jones going to be missing a month with ankle syndesmosis, which is similar to, I'm pretty much actually the same as what Zach Butters has. So he's going to miss at least a month of football, which is very unfortunate for the kid, who's been a very, very good prodigy for the first 2 games of his career. So unfortunately, he will be missing the next month or so. And Jackson Mead with a spleen injury, which is no good at all. And hopefully he recovers pretty quickly. So that rules both of them out for even getting selected this week, which means it opens the door up for quite a number of players in the Magpies who are playing some pretty decent footy. But we'll get to that in selection first. And obviously Dan Houston is on a day-by-day basis, along with Hamish Hartlett, seeing how they recover from the game. I think they'll be on very, very light duties until even Sunday morning to see how they go. With their captain's run on Saturday, main training session was today, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's going to be touch and go for a couple of those boys, because we're battered and bruised at the moment, and we continually keep on winning, and I think that's going to be the story again on Sunday night. So many interesting points to go into this one. St Kilda will be looking to respond after a very dismal performance against Richmond. They have got the big question mark on their side at the moment. They've been pumped pretty comprehensively in the last few weeks. They lost to West Coast they bet West Coast, after being 30 points down. We thought that was the turnaround of their season. Last week against the Tigers, they got pumped by 80 odd points, and then a couple of weeks ago they even got smashed by the Bombers. So it's an interesting time to be a St Kilda supporter. I no doubt expect them to come out and be a feared side, I'd say, because there's something about a team that's been question marked early on in the season, and they come out and put out a very, very solid performance, and I'm very much wary of that, and I think Port Adelaide are too. Battered and bruised, coming off a very professional performance against Carlton. I'll be hoping that we bring that same intensity, same skill level, and same vibe as we did last week. Just a professional performance, get the job done. And at the moment, this time of the year, win's a win. You keep ticking him over. You'll have those games where you put in a solid 4-quarter performance and really build and showcase what you're after. But I think these are the types of games that we definitely just need to tick off. We're battered and bruised, got plenty of players out. Dersma, Butters, now Lockie Jones, Houston that might miss, Hartlett in danger. It's going to be one of those things that I think just keep ticking these off, and it'll be more beneficial for the end of the year when we head into the important part of the year, which I no doubt feel that we will be part of when it comes to it. But yeah, St Kilda, they still have a lot of talent, and I think the main question mark's been put on young Brad Hill. He's come over from Fremantle. He's looking to be that next big thing, and that just hasn't delivered for the Saints. And I really feel like the St Kilda unit have a fair decent amount of talent, and I do feel they got a lot of question marks. The funny thing is, I think for St Kilda, they have this game plan that is so suitable to the previous rules that now that they can't really adjust to the new rule set that we have at the moment, and so many game plans have been thrown out the window because of it, and we're seeing that with so many other teams at the moment, and other teams are benefiting better from this. You look at the Dogs, you look at the D's. Port and Richmond have always had that sort of game style anyway, and I think they've really struggled to find something that will really comprehend and complement the new rules that they have. So it's a danger game for Port in a sense that St Kilda's wanting to bounce back and really showcase. This is an important game for them. A lot of people have already called their season done. It's only round 6. They could get on a 6-7 game winning streak from here, and we could throw these questions out the window. But I think with Port Adelaide's just the balance around the ground, we saw it last week. Their defensive unit is one of the best in the business. Midfield, when it's on, can turn it on. Boak and Wines, contested freaks. And throwing Robbie Gray in there when he's on, and he's been on for the last couple of weeks now, which is great to see for Port fans. And one of the main things I'm really loving at the moment now is that we've got that Marshall, Georgiades and Dixon blueprint. It worked against Carlton, who have a pretty decent defensive unit. Yeah, so they were put to the test a little bit, and I think they all complement each other in a different way. Charlie Dixon is a contested unit. Marshall's lead-up work is exceptional, and Georgiades has got a bit of both. His groundwork's really good, and his set shot's so beautiful. As Jason Dunstall said, it's just a simple yet effective process, which is something a lot of people should adapt in their goal kicking, and I think that's what's benefiting us. And then on the ground, you've got Orazio, you've got Robbie Gray, you've got Connor Rosie, who can kick a goal or two, and the likes of Carl Amon are in elite form at the moment on the wing. It's just the right balance we've got, and we might not be 100%. And I say that with, everything's not being executed absolutely perfectly. But if we're doing this 95%, then I see no troubles at all moving forward, especially into this game. ANZAC Round. It's a special game. We celebrate it, as I said earlier, with the Peter Badco medal. It's a symbol of putting in the hard work, putting your head over the footy, fighting for your team, and I think. If I had a tip for the Peter Badco medal, it's going to be either two people. It's going to be Travis Boak or it's going to be Tom Jonas, because those two are what a team should base themselves around, that type of attitude. And I'm tipping as well for this game. I'm tipping Port by about 33 points. I feel like our attacking units will just be too good, too strong for the defence of St Kilda. And I think our midfield overall, whilst St Kilda have a pretty decent midfield, I just feel like we can topple them around the ground even as well with the contested work. And Scotty Lycett's in some magnificent form, so the ruck work should be really interesting to see as well. And Adelaide Oval, big crowd. I can see it. I can see it being a really positive night for Port. I'm sure a lot will happen over the next few days leading into the round 6 clash for Port Adelaide versus St Kilda for ANZAC Round. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking about for this game. What's your tip margin? Who's your tip as well for the Peter Badco medal? And what are your thoughts about the game in general? Because it's going to be a massive, massive night for us Port fans, and I'm expecting a big crowd. So I look forward to once again standing there with you all and celebrating, hopefully, another Port win. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new for plenty more Port Adelaide and AFL content coming your way. My name is Anthony, and as always, count the pair.